Good evening, Liguori-Koempel Invitational. This is the Blitz Week 4 injury update. Yes, Friday every week I will be coming on here to give you the last minute updates, Friday or Saturday, as today is Saturday. But you need to pay attention. And what I mean is some of these are game time decisions. Things will happen by roughly 11 a.m. every Sunday before the 1 o'clock game. So you need to stay on top of this type of stuff. I'm here to help you. I'm going to point out the most important injuries. I can't possibly touch on all of them. We will be here way too long if we did that. But I will touch on all the ones that have actual crucial value to players in our league and effects that could possibly help other players get a boost as well, in a sense. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to cover. But right off the bat, I'm going to jump into the most important injuries of the week heading into tomorrow. So there's always going to be late injury updates that end up being extremely important for fantasy owners. Week 4 is no different, guys. I mean, this is becoming a common trend week in and week out. It's just piling on and piling on. So it has been confirmed as of Thursday, that a few more top tier players may be missing this week's game or are missing this week's game. Some of it went under the radar. Obviously, some of it we needed to wait till Thursday or Friday, especially Friday's practice, to really get that official update. So without further ado, I'm going to start off with a big tier name, my number 1 ranked wide receiver heading into week 4, DeAndre "the Man" Hopkins out of Arizona. He is a game time decision. This kind of came out of nowhere. He missed practice this week. He missed 2 straight days. He has an ankle injury that went under the radar. Had an excellent week 3. We understand he's Dylan's number 1 receiver. Helped him win that game with Rex Burkhead. Now, if he does sit out, so again, game time decision, that means you will know. I think it's 11 a.m. whether he will be in the lineup or not. If he does play, how limited will he be? Ankle injuries are not friendly to football players. I think more so for running backs. But if you want Chris route running, I mean, ankle injuries are not good either for receivers. So if he does not play, Andy Isabella and Christian Kirk get a huge boost. Christian Kirk may also be out. Obviously, he's not necessarily in anyone's starting lineup, but even if you're thinking about playing him because of Hopkins possibly not playing, he may not play as well. And that gives a gigantic boost to the week 3 boomer, Andy Isabella. Okay? So again, guys, keep your eyes on this early in the morning. This is big news. Bill, I know there's a lot going on, and just add another injury to the pile for all of us, and we just gotta work through it, man. All right, so moving on, we got Kareem Hunt, another under the radar, now questionable with a groin injury. He is believed that he will try to play, but nobody wants to try to play. You want to be at 100%. But again, he is Kareem Hunt. They are playing the Dallas Cowboys. It's somewhat of a favorable matchup. So if he does play, great, but he might not be at 100%. Nick Chubb gets an automatic boost. And if he doesn't play, Nick Chubb's workload is just even that much better. He will see more red zone targets, essentially. Not, maybe even in the air as well. But, just red zone, ground and pound as well. That he actually, even though Nick Chubb has done so well, he hasn't really had the red zone targets minus inside the 5-yard line, really. But let's keep an eye on that. Again, another game time decision type of thing here. Okay, now Leonard Fournette out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe he is on Big Boy's roster. He's been toying with Big Boy ever since he drafted him. He is officially listed as out with an ankle injury. Okay, that gives Ronald Jones II an absolute gigantic boost. They will use him as the majority of the time. They do have LaShawn McCoy catching balls out of the backfield, here and there. So I think LaShawn McCoy gets a little bit of a boost as well. But Ron Jones is the guy this week, so hopefully he can break 10 points. He is on my personal roster. I'm very much looking at either flexing him with everything going on, or in my RB finally. So moving on, another breakout player, a guy I drafted since I had Aaron Rodgers, sorry. And I dropped him, and then Cass got him, and he had a blow-up weekend last weekend without without Devontae Adams in, none only, but Alan Lazard, who, this is a weird one, guys. Not only did this feel like it came out of nowhere, he had a great performance on a Sunday night, but what it says, it's listed as a core muscle surgery, or that's what he had. He had core muscle surgery. I don't think that they're exactly clear what the injury is, but that's what it's stated as. He is out. He's out on IR. I'm not sure if it's how long the IR is for a full year, but it doesn't look good. I mean, it doesn't sound good. So he's out indefinitely is the word. He is out indefinitely. That means Marquez Valdez Scanning also absolutely steps up to the number 2, possibly the number 1 if Devontae Adams can't go. But moving right into that, another huge name, Devontae Adams is supposed to return. He is questionable, another game time decision, but he is expected to play. He may not be at 100%, but I think we'll all take Devontae Adams at 30%. But again, Marquez Valdez Scantling is a very interesting pickup. I think Cass actually did pick him up and moved Alan Lazard to the IR, so that's a great move by him. So that's where we're at with the Packers. Again, keep your eye on that. We got Terry McLaurin, who is questionable, also a game time decision, also another player of Cass's team. So, I mean, it's like any player that Cass rosters, it just, I don't know if it's the curse that we talk about, but it's everyone that he rosters just gets completely destroyed and obliterated. It's nonstop for him. He can't catch a break. McLaurin has a thigh injury. He should play, but number 1, again, will he be 100%? Number 2, he's in a very tough matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, even if he can go and against a tough matchup, not fully 100% as a receiver, in his PPR. So hopefully he sees the volume. But that's another tough break for Anthony Castriana, our year 1 winner. So Cass, I'm always rooting for you, bud. I know we joke around about it, but you can't catch a break, it's kind of sad. Now, Devontae Adams did practice Thursday, and it is a hamstring injury, so he should be out of the field. That plays out. Another big name, a huge name, and another kid who seems to not catch a break this year either is Chris Godwin on Chris Cameron's team, who is listed out with the hamstring injury. He is not playing. That bumps Mike Evans instantly. There is Scotty Miller who could step up, but it looks like Scotty Miller also appears on this injury list with a questionable decision, a hip and a groin injury. So Mike Evans could have a day, man. He could have a day, huge day. I think this is why they'll use LaShawn McCoy more if needed as far as the passing game, and Rojo hopefully will come up big. Maybe they'll use a 2 tight end set and start getting Gronk more involved. But keep your eye on Gronk if he's on your bench, Junior. And I don't know. I think you played Noah Fan anyway, but this is where we're at with that team. Chris Cameron, I'm sorry, buddy. Another huge hit. You are 3-0. That's a good place to be, but just keep doing your thing. Keep hitting those waivers. I saw you picked up Carlos Hyde, who happens to also be questionable, but he may have a boost. We'll get into that in a second. So with that being said, Chris Carson of the Seattle Seahawks is also questionable with a knee injury that he suffered in the Dallas Cowboys game. Tristan Hill literally twisted his knee, when they went down. I think he got fined for that or suspended. I think it was fined. But Carson was banged up pretty badly. He didn't have a great finish. He came short of the end zone a couple of times, but they aired it out. But he's a game time decision. However, Pete Carroll has been very positive about his status for week 4. So that is good news that he may play. But again, check at 11 a.m. and let's make sure that if not, Carlos Hyde gets the nod, who is a little questionable. He's going to play, just a little banged up. But Carlos Hyde gets a big jump. I know Chris Cameron picked him up. Awesome. Hopefully maybe that plays out for you. Also, Travis Homer is a You know, a little bit of a sleeper, you know, kind of a PPR catch out of the back type of receiver. Running back, that you can keep your eye, you know, kind of keep them on the radar. I don't know. We're not really in a deeper league, so I don't think that's too important for our league. Now another one. This one is this is where I take a little bit of a hit. Will be Jared Cook of the New Orleans Saints. He suffered that groin injury early in that game. He's out. He's not playing. I think he's expected to come back week 5. Hopefully, we'll see. But as of week 4, he's out. And the rookie Adam Trotman steps up. So I mean, I'm not trusting the rookie. I'm going to take the Green Bay guy and go from there. From my team, I also have the Schultz that I could put in, so I'll be okay right now. So that's good for me. My last two on the injury report for our league, I have Julio Jones. Another, look at these gigantic names, man. It's just week in and week out. He is also questionable, but you know, with that hamstring injury that he sat out for last week, he is expected to play. That's the idea. He should play, but he could very much be limited. And Russell Gage was cleared to play from that concussion he suffered in week 3. So again, that eats into his production regardless. However, Calvin Ridley, who's listed, you know, he's number 1 most points as receiver. I put him in my top 4 based off his production. He was limited to practice with an ankle injury, and he's actually not. He could play another game time decision, but I don't think it looks too good for Calvin Ridley. I feel like that came out of nowhere as well. You've got to keep your eye on that and have a backup plan. That's the big thing. You know, guys, have your backup plans ready to go. And wake up early enough. Make sure you're up by 11, and you know, check that injury report and adjust your lineups and hit the waivers the way you need to. So that's the injury report. Now, you know, there's big news going on. Let's just cut to the chase. This COVID-19 is hitting the NFL. The Titans versus Steelers game has already been postponed to a further date. Originally, it was going to be maybe Monday or Tuesday, but then more results came in, and essentially they're making it as a bye week, and all this crazy stuff. And then the big news today, breaking news, we have the Chiefs and Patriots game that's now being postponed, and that's because Cam Newton has tested positive for COVID-19. They are doing rapid tests on both on the Patriots side. So depending on the results, they have postponed it till Monday or Tuesday, depending on the results of this one as well. Scenario, I guess, is Titans and the Steelers, and we'll hopefully, I guess we'll know this by tomorrow as well. So another thing to keep your eye on. I do have a statement from our commissioner that we need to look at together here, but I will read a statement from NBC really fast. It says the Patriots Week 4 game against the Chiefs has been postponed per the NFL. The Patriots Week 4 game versus the Chiefs will be rescheduled to Monday or Tuesday after members of both teams, they're also testing the Chiefs, after both teams test positive for COVID-19 or don't test positive for COVID-19. The NFL announced Saturday. This is per Adam Schefter. I mean, there's no better guy to get the news from than him. And it is reported that Tuesday is a more likely option. Can you imagine Tuesday night football? We are hitting new realms. I mean, I would take that over this game getting canned completely because I have Tyreek Hill. I know my opponent Dylan has Rex Burkhead that he kind of carried him last week, and and I'm sure there's other people who need players. I mean, obviously Joey has Patrick Mahomes as long as he decides to start him. So I mean, this hurts a lot of people. Hooch has CEH, and I'm not sure there's Travis Kelce, but the list continues. It's just a domino effect that covers everybody. But we do have an official statement from our commissioner. I will pull it up here and we will go through it together. This is very important that we do this together, guys. Let me just get the screen share up in a second. Just try to hang in there and expect the unexpected. And it does suck, guys. I'm not saying any of this is good, all right, let's go screen share. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit. Not too much. All right, guys. So basically, open this up. This is an official statement as of today, a COVID-19 statement from October 3rd, 2020, from our commissioner, Salvatore Liguori. And you can see he signed it at the bottom. This is not a joke. This is from the horse's mouth type of thing. So it says, good afternoon. Due to the recent concerns of the COVID outbreak in the NFL, I would like to address the league on how we are proceeding with the rest of the season. As we all know, it was recently announced that the Monday night Steelers and Titans game will be postponed until later this year. We have also heard news earlier today that the Sunday afternoon Patriots Chiefs game will now be held either Monday or Tuesday night. With much uncertainty regarding the future, I would like to make it clear on how we will address this issue. If you have any players with the possibility of not playing this week due to COVID, it is your responsibility to text me a backup for that player before the originally scheduled game, beginning week 5 of the season, Tuesday, October 6th. Please send me a list of backups that you would like for the week in case of unexpected cancellations. If you do not tell me in advance, you will not be able to replace a player with another that has already played their game for the week. If I need, I will introduce a third IR position if the virus continues to spread. Please text me with any questions, concerns, or suggestions. Regarding the season as a whole, if the NFL was to suspend the season, the money will be distributed to the players in the first 3 positions of the standings. At the point the season ends, players will be paid the original agreed amount as specified by the league contract. There will be no loser punishment if this was to happen. There will also be no refunds. I hope everyone has a great rest of the season. Good luck and stay safe. Thank you, Salvatore Liguori, LKI, Commissioner, signed and dated. Guys, that's clear and cut. Basically, you need to text our commissioner with your backup plan. Do it, get it done. Think about it, obviously, and that's how we're going to proceed right now. I'm all for the third IR position. I think this. I mean, I know it has nothing to do with COVID, but it's just the amount of injuries at this point, mixed with the COVID and the growing of it. Hopefully, it doesn't continue to grow from team to team. But guys, this is unprecedented. It really does suck. The best thing I could tell you guys is as always, stay positive. Honestly, let's just make the most out of it. I mean, if we get 3 weeks, we get 8 weeks, we get, hopefully the whole season. But no matter what, let's just let's take advantage of what we do have when we have it before it's gone. Just as if like when the season ends, we go through, whatever it is, a 6-month period without football. So if it's another 3 weeks, let's have a hell of a 3 weeks, man. Don't worry about the money and bullshit. If you placed in the top 3 standings and points forward, then you win money. There's no loser punishment at that point, and it fucks up everything for us for a year. But at the same time, we can still enjoy what we have left if that happens. So, just proceed as if everything's normal, man. Don't get negative. Don't get down. Just do your thing. Right now, adjust. Know it's coming. It does suck, but it adds like this element of surprise, which in a sense could be kind of cool. So, you need to use your managerial skills. You need to be on top of shit. That's the best we could do right now. Just stay positive and let's hope for the best and let's enjoy it while it lasts. I don't want to keep beating the drum on the same thing. I'm proud to be a part of this and to have such great family and friends. I'm very busy all week long as much as you guys are, as all of us are, and just to have this to kind of escape reality at times and just to kick back, it's a blessing. It really is. And I do love you guys. I love all of you. I even love spending all this extra time doing the podcast for you guys. You know, it's a lot of work, but I'm learning as I go, and you know, I'm glad to give you guys some content. That being said, I don't want to make this too long. Make sure you guys watch this. You wake up, you checked everything by 11 a.m. You have your backup plans, your backup to your backup plans, and let's enjoy our Sunday, guys. Okay, I love you all. Good luck tomorrow. Let's stay in touch and keep the chat active. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.